God continues to reveal His faithfulness to me. God has been faithful to me through my life, through my family that I grew up in, my sister who I'm close to, through the places I've lived, the schools I've gone to, and through the people who crossed my path and the friendships that I've made and the friendships I have now. Then in meeting and marrying George, and God has been faithful to us most recently as we each had an episode of cancer, and we've come through that with good recovery. God has been faithful too through my messes and my losses. Psalm 86 has been my go-to psalm these past months, and it has been put to music by Mike Johnson. And the song is called Abounding in Love, and it speaks of me as poor and needy, and it speaks of God's and His compassion, His forgiveness, His kindness, and His mercy to me. I've been very reflective on my parents and relatives and others' experience through World War II in Holland. They experienced the isolation, hunger, cold, danger, and my mom has stories of my grandma and how she helped the family to have fun through some of those really terrible times. So out of that reflection comes for me gratitude for the country I live in, that this is nothing compared to what they and many people have and are experiencing. So I'm very grateful for the abundance that I have in my life. I do feel heavy-hearted for people who are looking for employment and people who have had losses because of COVID. With my public health background, some of the COVID has been interesting to me, how there are so many physicians, epidemiologists, infectious disease doctors that are so smart and that so many of them are women as well. I initially wanted to help with COVID and what was happening, and then I realized that I was edging into the high-risk group, so that changed my perspective. George and I have enjoyed a few visits to Banff last year, and they were really good for me. It changed my perspective, I guess, and the sky was bluer and mountains were taller, and so seeing the world and nature around me much more vividly and being more globally aware has how the pandemic has impacted me. The timing for me to accept and be part of the leadership team seemed right. I was a caregiver for my parents and their estate up until about 2 years ago. So just to backtrack, George and I started at Crescent Heights about 10 years ago, and when we were going, it was my passion and my longing for my neighbors and community and Calgarians to come to Crescent and be part of our church family. So when Tyler came in as pastor, my excitement and my anticipation resurged, and the leadership team has the vision that I had 10 years ago and the desire for bringing people to know and grow in Christ. I feel it's very much a responsibility and a privilege to be part of the leadership team. My own personal spiritual growth has always been important to me, and that desire and motivation transfers to our church family. I care about people. My career as a nurse was a fit for that part of me. I enjoy working together and collaborating with others around an idea or ideas, especially if there's a creative or artistic aspect to that. For me, growing in Christ and drawing others to a relationship with Him is my hope for the coming months. We all have such unique personalities and gifts, and I hope that as we come together more in person, that we can expand our love and our mission to draw others in. It's been very hard work for the technology aspect of the church over the past year, but I do see technology as being instrumental in our continued ministry. Alpha Online has been great. Prayer time, that availability, that we can even do it spontaneously is awesome. And the retreat we had last year online was a real highlight for me as well. So playgroup before COVID was my love, and I have a love of toddlers and moms and women and caregivers, and I would hope and I pray if God will lead us into some type of ministry for that group again, and how it might look different or how it might look the same. But that was an awesome group and an awesome extension of our love for our community. Oh, just some random things. I struggle with being disciplined. I have a sense of a lot of gratitude for so much. I am drawn to music to help me through some struggle things, and Steve Bell and Mike Jansen are two favorite musicians. I like spoken word. I'm a list maker. And I like things that sparkle. So if that's mostly lights, fireworks. And we have a 8-foot Eiffel Tower with lights on it on our back deck. That makes me happy. And it's good to see you. Bye-bye.